Dark-eyed Juncos, Junco hyemalis, are small, sparrows-like birds that are known for their distinctive plumage and behavior. Here are 70 amazing facts about dark-eyed Juncos. Name origin. The scientific name, Junco hyemalis, is derived from Latin, with Junco meaning reed or rush, and hyemalis meaning winter. Winter visitors. Dark-eyed Juncos are often called snowbirds because of their tendency to migrate to lower elevations during the winter months. Distinctive plumage. Juncos have a distinctive plumage with a dark hood or cap on their heads and a gray or brown body. Subspecies. There are several subspecies of dark-eyed Juncos, each with slightly different plumage variations. Geographic range. Dark-eyed Juncos have a broad geographic range, spanning North America from the Arctic Circle to Mexico. Habitat. They inhabit a variety of environments, including forests, fields, parks, and gardens. Feeding habits. Juncos primarily feed on seeds, but they also eat insects and berries. Ground foragers. These birds are ground foragers, often hopping around on the ground in search of food. Migration. Many dark-eyed Juncos migrate between their breeding grounds in the northern parts of North America and their wintering grounds in the south. Breeding season. Breeding season typically occurs during the summer months, with nesting in trees or shrubs. Nest construction. The female builds the nest, typically on or near the ground, using grasses, twigs, and other plant materials. Egg clutch. A typical clutch consists of 3 to 6 eggs. Incubation period. The female incubates the eggs for about 12 to 13 days. Parental care. Both parents take turns feeding and caring for the chicks. Chick development. Chicks fledge about 12 to 14 days after hatching. Song. Dark-eyed Juncos have a sweet, musical trill or song. Variety of calls. In addition to their song, they have a variety of calls, including soft chirps and sharp notes. Territorial behavior. During the breeding season, males can exhibit territorial behavior, defending their nesting territory. Population size. The dark-eyed Junco is one of the most common birds in North America, and its population is considered stable. Color variations. Plumage color can vary significantly among individuals, with some having darker or lighter markings. Molt patterns. Juncos undergo molt twice a year, changing their plumage for both the breeding and non-breeding seasons. Social birds. Outside of the breeding season, they often form flocks and roost together for protection. Life expectancy. In the wild, dark-eyed Juncos typically live around 3 to 5 years. Predators. Common predators include birds of prey, snakes, and mammals. Band-tailed Junco. The subspecies, Junco hyemalis, includes the well-known Oregon Junco and slate-colored Junco. White-winged Junco. Another subspecies, the white-winged Junco, has distinctive white wing bars. Pink-sided Junco. This subspecies has a pinkish hue on its sides. Yellow-eyed Junco. Found in Arizona and New Mexico, this subspecies has yellow eyes. Carolina Junco. This variant is found in the Appalachian Mountains and has a reddish-brown back. Shifting range. The dark-eyed Junco's winter range has expanded northward in recent decades, likely due to changes in food availability. Altitudinal migration. Some populations exhibit altitudinal migration, moving up and down mountains in response to seasonal changes. Adaptability. Juncos are adaptable birds and can thrive in a variety of environments, from urban areas to remote wilderness. Elevational variation. Different subspecies are adapted to different elevations, with some preferring lowlands and others thriving in mountainous regions. Taxonomic complexity. The taxonomy of dark-eyed Juncos has been a subject of study and debate, with ongoing research refining our understanding of their relationships. Temperature tolerance. They are well adapted to cold temperatures and can endure winter conditions. Feather puffing. In cold weather, dark-eyed Juncos may puff up their feathers to create insulating air pockets. Longevity record. The oldest recorded dark-eyed Junco lived to be over 11 years old. Human interaction. Juncos are known to visit bird feeders, especially during the winter months, making them a common sight in residential areas. birdwatching favorite, due to their prevalence and distinctive appearance. Dark-eyed Juncos are popular among birdwatchers. Photogenic birds, their contrasting plumage and behaviors make them a favorite subject for bird photographers. Migration challenges. Migration can be challenging for dark-eyed Juncos, as they face various obstacles such as predators, weather conditions, and habitat changes. Winter roosting. Juncos often roost in coniferous trees during winter nights for protection from predators and the cold. Hybridization. Some subspecies of dark-eyed Juncos may hybridize in regions where their ranges overlap. Climate change impact. Climate change can potentially affect the distribution and migration patterns of dark-eyed Juncos by altering temperature and food availability. Migratory connectivity. Research on their migratory routes and connectivity between breeding and wintering grounds is ongoing. Feather structure. The structure of their feathers plays a crucial role in maintaining insulation and waterproofing. Cryptic coloration. Their plumage provides effective camouflage, helping them blend into their surroundings. Seed dispersal. Dark-eyed Juncos contribute to seed dispersal as they forage and consume various seeds. Winter territories. In winter, they establish feeding territories that they defend against other Juncos. Widespread distribution. Their range covers a diverse array of ecosystems, from Arctic tundra to temperate forests. Aggressive behavior. During the breeding season, males can display aggressive behavior towards each other. Temperature regulation. Dark-eyed Juncos can regulate their body temperature through physiological and behavioral mechanisms. Molt synchronization. In some populations, there is evidence of synchronized molting patterns within social groups. Vocal mimicry. Although their song is not as complex as some other bird species, they may engage in simple vocal mimicry. Intraspecific variation. Different populations of dark-eyed Juncos can exhibit significant variation in size and plumage. Feather ectoparasites. Like many birds, Juncos may host feather ectoparasites, including mites and lice. Conservation status. Dark-eyed Juncos are not considered globally threatened, and their populations are generally stable. Feeding preferences. While they primarily feed on seeds, they may also consume small fruits and insects. Elevational gradients. Studying dark-eyed Juncos across elevational gradients provides insights into adaptation and evolution. Winter flocks. Winter flocks can consist of individuals from different breeding populations. Daytime roosting. During harsh weather conditions, Juncos may seek shelter and roost in dense vegetation during the day. Song variation. There can be regional variation in the songs of dark-eyed Juncos. Genetic diversity. Despite their wide distribution, some populations may exhibit relatively low genetic diversity. Behavioral plasticity. Juncos show behavioral flexibility, adjusting their behavior in response to changes in food availability and environmental conditions. Role in ecosystems. As seed eaters, dark-eyed Juncos play a role in regulating plant populations and contribute to ecosystem dynamics. Nocturnal migration. While they primarily migrate during the day, some nocturnal migration has been observed. Natural predators. Besides human-introduced threats, they face natural predators such as owls, hawks, and shrikes. Urban adaptation. Dark-eyed Juncos are known to adapt well to urban environments, utilizing gardens and parks for foraging. Citizen science. Their widespread presence makes them a valuable subject for citizen science projects, contributing to our understanding of bird populations. Educational value. Studying dark-eyed Juncos provides insights into various ecological processes, including migration, adaptation, and behavior.